And three-time Olympia champion,
there it is.
Bumstead.
Whoop, there it is.
Quarter turn right. Quarter turn right.
There, Tim.
All right, Sean. You just said it. We have some very familiar
Quarter
guys
turn.
up there.
The champion, Chris Bumstead by way of Canada.
Face front.
Breon, a two-time winner.
Front double bicep.
And then of course, now,
Terrence.
Urs Kolosinski up there.
All the way from Germany. Or it might be Austria, I'm not sure.
I'm digging that.
Side
Well,
chest.
you know what? Let's get there. Urs is from Germany.
Germany, that's it.
And this is his first Olympia appearance.
Yes, and we were going to be joined.
Lee Labrada is here. He's about to
double
put on a
bicep.
headset,
Classic.
and he looks good.
Speaking of classic.
He looks slick. Speaking of classic.
Wow, look at Bumstead from the back, the hamstrings and delts. Terrence is right there with him.
Abdominals and thighs.
Welcome, Lee, to the production, my friend. I know you've been busy with your son Hunter in the open, but we're talking classic bodybuilding.
It is great to be here, guys. And I'll tell you what, this is just the cream of the crop here.
Your favorite classic pose.
Well, we know this is your wheelhouse, Labrada, because you were all about class.
Well, thank you for that, Sean. And you know, these guys
Thank you,
just
gentlemen. Back in
exude
line, please.
class. I mean, it's just amazing. Look at those physiques. I mean, just the classic terms of the ratio of the height
Ramon and Mike
to the weight.
switch.
Obviously, the taller you are, the heavier you can be, but there's limits.
Well, right now, Tim, what they're doing is trying to will it down to our top 10
Gentlemen, quarter turn to the right.
finalists.
And then we're going to see our top 5 do their 2-minute routines. And we're going to see some of Lee's posing that they've stolen from
Quarter
online.
turn right.
Exactly.
They may have borrowed it, and I'm sure that they have added to it and made it even better.
And that's exactly the
turn.
nature of the game. I mean, who are you following, Lee, coming up when you're looking at the classic aspect of bodybuilding? I know you came behind like
Face
Muhammad Makawi and Frank Zane, but were those guys you were looking at? Or
I was looking at those
Front
guys.
double
I was
bicep.
looking at Ed Corney for the posing. I was actually a fan of Danny Padilla.
Yeah. Rochester, New York.
Yeah, and Samir Banout, who was Mr.
Lion.
Olympia in
Side
1983.
chest.
Lion of Lebanon.
So the Labrada Classic, what's the shot of adding this pro division to that show?
Oh my gosh, we would
Texas.
love to
Double
see
bicep.
some professional classic competitors in Texas.
I've added it in Hawaii. Follow my lead, Lee. We'll talk.
All right.
It's going down in Hawaii, November the 20th. That's the next big show.
That's the next big
following
one.
the Olympia, and I'm hoping we get some of these cats out
Abdominals
there.
and
$10,000 for first place.
That's awesome.
Nice way to go into the holidays.
And I just saw you posted today, Oahu is open back up for big gatherings very shortly.
That's right. That's where Waikiki is located. And one thing we see in the classic physique, Lee, that we don't see
Your
so
favorite
often in the
classic
open
pose.
is a lot of vacuum poses.
That's right. The stomach vacuum, and it's really so important, and it's not practiced by a lot of the open competitors. You know, but it's something that you work at,
Thank you,
and
gentlemen.
by developing the TVA
Back in
muscles
line.
of the abdominal,
This concludes our
and
confirmation
it
round.
really
Back to
adds
you,
a lot
Bob.
to the physique.
Absolutely.
Having a big hand, folks, for your top 10 classic
The
physique
emphasis on
Olympians.
class decision.
The 5th place award and presented to Ramon Roca.
That was
Guerrero.
predictable, I think, in this lineup. Genetically, structure-wise.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Condition.
this may be his first Olympia, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And so he's going to get some experience from this. He's going to mature. He's going to learn.
He's got to be happy with that. He looks like he's beaming right now.
Yeah, he arrived.
Well, he's on the world's greatest stage.
Remember,
It's
this-
just an accomplishment to get here.
They raised the prize money. A year ago it was 30 grand for first place. Now it's 50 grand. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. These guys should be making way more
Yeah.
for the quality of performance they put on.
These guys put in so much work, and it's really arguably the
Presenting the
fastest
4th place
growing
award.
category.
Well, that's
of
why
the
Jake.
physique arts.
That's why Jake threw some more money at this to make sure they're getting
President
rewarded.
and owner, Mr. Jared Wheat.
And there's more of these shows being added.
I love that.
All right, our friends from High Tech coming out to get that award for 5th to our winner for 4th place.
Jared will take the fourth place award, the check for $5,000. And presented to our fourth place finisher,
From Germany.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good finish for where he started. The youngest guy in that lineup.
Wow. Pretty incredible accomplishment. Fourth in the Mr. Olympia his first year out as a professional.
Germany's got to be proud of that. It's been a while since Germany's had somebody way up there, and I think he's the latest.
He is the latest, and they produce great athletes. They really do. I'm really glad to see the Mr. Olympia become such an international event.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. We've got people from everywhere here. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Iran, Brazil, Germany, they're coming from everywhere.
Presenting the third place award,
All right, guys.
your Vice President of Wings of Strength.
Now
Miss
it's
Alex
when it comes down
Sacasa.
to just a few points separating these guys. They're so good.
Alex, please take the third
Splitting
place
hairs.
award, the Olympia bronze medal. The check for $10,000 to our third place finisher, Breon Ansley.
Again, I believe he was 30 years ago.
He was
wasn't
indeed.
Okay.
Congratulations
That
to
was
Breon.
He's up against some tough competition. He's actually better than he was last year.
He seems more muscular, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's matured. I think a lot of more refinement. The back really came up for him this year.
All right, now it is a rematch. As you say, a rubber match.
The rubber match.
Last year's number 1 and last year's number 2. Bob, I'm sure we'll have Terrence and Chris make their way to center stage for the stress test he likes to put upon guys.
I like the fact that Breon's sporting the afro, man. He brought the afro back.
And an Olympia
All right, these guys got the
tradition.
rubber match.
And the title of 2021 Classic Physique Olympia champion to our winner, and three-time Olympia champion,
There it
Chris
is.
Bumstead.
Whoop, there it is.
That was a good battle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Terrence would have to do to beat Chris, because Chris just is the complete physique.
He's very solid and very dominant at this time.
Yeah, it's tough to put a chink in that armor.
Folks, how about a big
When you're
hand?
trying to find a weakness, you can't
Your
find one. That's the
second-place
problem.
finisher,
And that's what makes a champion,
silver
actually.
medal, $15,000 to your runner-up, Terrence Ruffin.
So if all things are equal, I mean, your eye's just naturally drawn to the bigger guy that stands out a little more.
It's just innate.
Yeah.
You know, and then of course if you start picking them apart, but the thing is that Chris is a complete athlete, just like Terrence is.
Yeah.
You know, so he's just he's hard to beat.
Yeah. But there's your Dr. Morales up there with Tyler Mannion and
All right,
the
thank you,
doctor's
presenters.
wife, Corey. She's a pro
Gentlemen,
figure, and
your
Dr.
favorite
Morales is actually a
classic
pro
pose, please.
classic physique competitor
That's
himself.
right. That's right.
I couldn't imagine what it would be like as an athlete, guys. You have to go back to the drawing board each year, but that other guy like Bumstead that says, I got to go back and do the same thing I did the last 3 years.
Tim, you bring up a really good point. I think that the important thing to do as an athlete is
All right, thank
to
you,
seek
gentlemen. Chris, you're gonna stay right
to
there.
better yourself every year. In other words, if I can beat my physique from last year, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But with a guy like that that's got weight confines, how much improvement can you really put in there?
Oh, a lot, because it's about redistributing.
All right, here
All right,
with your
here's Bob.
three-time Olympia champion, Chris Bumstead. Chris, you did it again, buddy. How's it feel? Third time's a charm.
It doesn't feel any less special than the first one. It's been an amazing journey. You know, bodybuilding's given me so much. It's a road full of ups and downs, as did everything in life. And I have this story in my head, if you guys can let me ramble for a second, that's just popping in my head. Like 4 weeks ago, I was in the bathroom crying, honestly sobbing with my girlfriend. Just like, felt like a lot was getting to me. It was a lot of pressure. Felt like things were just kind of hard and tough, and I wanted to just quit, to be honest. I felt like I'd lost a lot of faith in myself, and it was getting really hard to just push through. And I didn't quit. Obviously, we're here today, but this morning after prejudging, I had that same cry in the bathroom, but this one was a cry of gratitude and pride that I had pushed through and gotten through that. And it's these moments, it's this journey, and like I felt this before having this trophy around my neck. It's the journey, it's the experience, it's knowing that you pushed past times where you wanted to quit, and you got shit done. You pushed through it. So to everyone out there whose dreams are scaring you, whose dreams make you want to quit, just don't quit. It's good. Your dreams should be big. They should be scary. Just keep pushing through. I have this thing I say, champion mentality. It's not about winning. It's not about a trophy. It's about having no quit. It's about giving everything you have so that when you show up on game day, before the results are over, you're proud of yourself and you know the work you put in. And that's all I can feel right now. Just pride and gratitude to be here on this stage under these lights again. This will never get old, and I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to do what I love. So thank you so much to our leaders who made this possible, this platform to do what we love. I appreciate it so much. The Manions, Jim, Steve, Tyler, all you guys, the Olympia crew, Tamer, Dan, everyone, Jake. This is such an amazing event. This even crazier than last year, just keeps getting better, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here and enjoying this moment. To the fans, everyone at home who's watching the pay-per-view, I love you guys so much. You make this so fun. The energy, the crowd, the people, the support, you make it so fun. The other 26 guys who were on stage, let's have a round of applause for them because they're what made this so interesting, so fun to watch. And I'm just so happy to be here once again.
Chris, that was so well said. I can't add a damn thing to it, buddy. You are a class act, a champion, and now a 3-time Olympian champion. Give it up for your classic physique Olympia champ, Chris Bumstead.
Sorry, there's one more thing I want to say. The first 2 times I have ever stepped on stage were with George Peterson, and he was always smiling, he was always humble, he was always grateful, he was always so happy to be here. And I really tried to keep his spirit in my heart this weekend. And I think we can all learn to have that kind of attitude of just being present and happy and grateful for where we're at. And if we can take anything from his passing, it's to keep that with us every single day. So my love goes out to his friends and his family and his fans. And we love you, George.
You can get up for that one, folks, for George Peterson watching down right now. All right, congratulations. Chris Bumstead makes it 3-time champ now. And folks, we're going to be checking in. Nope, looks like we got some